Fuck, I hate Oishi so much. A fat man with a cigarette suddenly cuts into our conversation. Oishi? Why is he here? Hey there, hello. Are you guys on a date? How enviable. If that's what you think, why would you interrupt us like that? Oishi. What timing. It can't be a coincidence. I know this man well, too well. He is crafty, sly, and clever. His presence here can't be a coincidence. Oh, of course it's not. He probably assumes that you have something to do with it, or that you snuck into it, or are gonna disappear next. Did he see us somewhere in town and followed us here? Probably. But why? Does he need something from me, Keiichi, or perhaps the both of us? From what I can see, I don't think there is something he wants from me. It's probably Keiichi then. Actually, I don't remember what he wanted. Fuck! I almost feel that he is trying to keep Keiichi away from me. Oishi knows I gave a false testimony to protect Satoshi last year. I guess he doesn't think he can talk to Keiichi if I'm around. Why does Oishi need to talk to Keiichi? It must be about the incident from yesterday. I'm sure there were plenty of undercover policemen at the festival. In other words, she was with Keiichi and me. But Oishi knows how I'm hard to deal with. Or he was with Keiichi and me? Huh? Strange. That's why he was focusing on Keiichi. Why did he have to show up at a time like this? You're Mayabara, right? You're such a tough guy. You're going out with both Sonozaki sisters, huh? It's nothing like that. And Keiichi looks at me, hoping that I will help him. He blushes. The way he panics reminds me of Satoshi. But this isn't going well. Oishi may even start talking about the relationship between Satoshi and me. Hey, I wouldn't be too timing him. I'd be like, nah, I'm really just a fan of Mion. Shion's kind of just, here on the side type deal. That's how I would play it off. I don't want him to, and I don't want him to, and I don't want Keiichi to have preconceptions. Oishi takes a quick look at me. His eyes tell me something. He's purposely talking about the things I'd rather not talk about. He's basically telling me to leave, or he will continue on to something that's worse than what they're talking about now. He doesn't use words to tell me, but his eyes are clearly telling me that. Yeah, fucking rat bastard. Damn that fat weasel. Close enough. I'm sorry, Kei-chan. I need to go to work soon. What? Oh, really? I realized that I wouldn't achieve anything even if I stayed any longer, so I used my part-time job as an excuse and leave. I would follow. Oishi looks at me and grins. Damn it. He wins today, but I will next time. By the way, didn't you say you had something to tell me? Shion? Yeah, I need to go. I'll call you when I get off. Can you talk tonight? Yeah, I think so. I'll call you tonight then. Talk to you later. You're a piece of shit. Time to go to that meeting, though. Grandma's motorcycle has become my means of transportation. I have to get to the staff meeting at the hall of the Furude Shrine. If this was a meeting to talk about the Watanagashi Festival, then it would be easy to imagine what would go on during the meeting. But I'm guessing today's staff meeting will be as tense as the relative meetings of the Sonozaki family. The staff meeting is the core of Hinamizawa. I have to keep my guard up at all times. I rest for a while at the house, then leave for the meeting. I walk up the long stairs to the Furude Shrine. I see some elderly men smoking in front of the hall. Since they had a minor fire in the hall a long time ago, the hall has become a non-smoking area. Thank God. Is that Mion? The leader of the Kimiyoshi family, Father Kimiyoshi, notices me and waves at me. I guess he didn't expect Mion to come alone. He must have thought that either Grandma would come alone or that Mion would be with her as an assistant. Grandma has been in a terrible mood since the incident last night. I can't even come close to her. She's been in bed. They all understand how troublesome she is when she is in a bad mood. They all smile bitterly and to sympathize. So you're here as the Sonozaki family leader, right? Has Oryu told you anything? Sort of. What does he mean, has Oryu told you anything? That line itself doesn't really explain much. The staff meeting is usually led by the village leader, the Kimiyoshi family leader. And he asked me, the substitute leader for the Sonozaki family, if I heard anything from the leader. I realized who was supposed to lead today's staff meeting. No, Kimiyoshi. Do I really have to lead today's meeting? According to the ranking order of the Sonozaki relative meeting, the substitute for the Sonozaki family leader is above the Kimiyoshi family leader. Damn. Fucking Mion just is so much better than them. Shit. In other words, I have to lead today's meeting. I can't do that. Oh, don't worry, I'll do it. You can just take a seat, Mion. If there's something you've heard from Oryu, just let us know, okay? Kimiyoshi, why don't we get started? Everyone is here. The smokers put out their cigarettes and go back into the hall. The tables are set in a horseshoe shape, and I'm told to sit next to the chief's seat. The seat opposite mine is empty. Considering where it is, it's probably for the Furude family leader, Furude Rika. But somebody said earlier that everybody's here already. Either Rika is already called in absent, or the MTC is just a formality. Probably a formality. Knowing the subject of this meeting, I don't think that even the Furude family leader would want to attend. Even if Rika actually attended this meeting, she wouldn't be able to say anything. I know all she does at a relative meeting at the Sonozaki family is draw pictures on a notepad. She'd probably end up drawing pictures in this meeting too. Besides, I'm sure they don't want her to hear any negative stuff. Therefore, the empty Furude family seat can be explained easily. Which makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't want them to, like, fucking... If I was in their position, I wouldn't do that to Rika. It's unfair. When everyone is seated, someone of the Women's League serves tea. Or Women's League. She gives me an evil look, trying to tell me to help her. I get up and help. After that, everyone falls quiet, and the secretary stands up. Everyone, thank you for coming today on such a short notice, despite your busy schedules. Let's start with a few words from the village leader. Please? Oh, please excuse me for staying seated. Gen-chan, you stay seated too. Thank you all for coming today. Also, you all did a great job at Watanagashi yesterday. The festival was a great success as usual. There wasn't any mishaps. Lots of villagers came to the festival and I believe it went very well. Let me see how many people came. According to the Imperial General Headquarters report, approximately 5,000 people showed up. Holy shit. I was gonna say like 500. 5,000, that's actually quite a bit. Everyone laughs except me. I hope we continue to work together to carry on the tradition. I appreciate your cooperation. Clapping. An applause of about 8 people doesn't sound so great. Okay, let's move on to today's proceedings. Kimiyoshi will lead the meeting today. If you approve, please applaud. Clapping. Thank you. Then with your approval, village leader Kimiyoshi will take over. Please go ahead. Thank you, Ken-chan. Let's start now. Oh, sorry, could you close the curtains? Everyone closed the curtains near them. The sun is still up, but with all the curtains closed, the room becomes very dark. The village leader explains the details of the incident, as well as what went on with the police. A police vehicle discovered Tomitake's body on its way to the Okinomiya last night. Oishi's special Kursa Voyashiro-sama's unit was standing by expecting something to happen in the 5th year, so they responded quickly. Since Takano was always with Tomitake, Oishi got in touch with the neighborhood prefectural police departments and asked them to look for her. As a result, they found a burnt body of a female in the mountains of Gifu, and the body was then identified as Mio Takano. She still fucking deserves it. I never will feel bad for her death. She's a bitch. 'Cause why does she have to rope me into everything? Considering the circumstances, the police have labeled the incident as the 5th year incident of the series of mysterious death incidences. When he finishes, there is dead silence, obviously. I watch them to see who speaks first. Probably no one. Nobody says a thing. What a surprise. It's like no one wants to, I don't know, break the ice. Then I notice Kimiyoshi is looking at me. That's right. Oh, you have to fill in for him. This is where the leader of the Somonozaki family speaks. Mion? Has Oryu said anything about this whole thing? Everyone looks at me. I'm sure they see Grandma in me. So you basically have to say, yeah, they broke into the shrine. So give a reason why they were cursed. Which makes sense. I'm Sonozaki Mion, the substitute leader for the Sonozaki family. Don't fuck it up. I'm here in place of the current leader, Oryu. I have become Mion. I try to play the cold Mion I experienced a year ago. That cold Mion is in me. That was me. I am her. Unfortunately, the 5th-year curse of Oyashiro-sama has come to pass. This is very sad. Everyone is listening to me. I'm not a little girl now. Grandma is speaking through my mouth. They all listen to me and tremble in fear. Does anyone know why this curse happened again this year? After my question, everyone whispers to each other. I will tell you. They broke the rule of the shrine storage and desecrated the sacred ground. How dare they do that? A few elderly men get up and yell. The fools! That's unbelievable. They deserve to be killed. Oyashiro-sama, please calm your anger. Oh my gosh, how did that happen? Oyashiro-sama. This is why we don't like outsiders. They don't think. They're just too stupid. They got what they deserved. It was their own fault. The angry elderly men yell even as they tremble in fear. Angry. What the fuck? Angry. What the fuck am I trying? Why am I sounding it out? Jesus, what's wrong with me? I can't fucking. Oh. The way they changed makes me scared. Even Father Kimiyoshi, who's usually so gentle and sweet, became like Asura and cursed those who broke the rules of the shrine storage. Yes, because that's the rules. I mean, see, they're sacred rules. Why would you expect different? This is like a stormy sea. Their yells swirl, roar, crash, and growl. I mean, the first thing I would do, I would ask Mion, what's the stuff that I shouldn't do? Like if I was in Keiichi's spot. What are the very bad things I should not ever do? So I know the rules of the village. Like, I would do it in that sense. Just tell me everything I don't need to do. That if I do, I die. Just tell me all of those. I just watch them. I can feel myself turning pale. Mion threatened me yesterday, and Kasa was shocked this morning. And now I see something similar before me. Even that sweet and gentle Father Kimiyoshi is saying they deserve to die. I'm fearful of the sudden change in those elderly men. More than anything, the fact that they all believe that those people deserve to die for trespassing the shrine storage makes me scared. But that's nothing. That's not what I'm really scared about. I'm the one of those people they wish to be dead. In other words, it's almost like they are telling me to die of the curse. If they were to find out I snuck into the shrine storage, it's very possible that they would strangle me on the spot. Actually, they might not kill me that easily. I'm sure now. The people who are here believe in Oyashiro-sama just like Grandma. They wouldn't even hesitate to kill whoever made Oyashiro-sama angry in his place. If they didn't carry out the killing themselves, they would pretend they didn't see anything. If I was killed here, they would just say I didn't attend the meeting today. They waited, but I didn't show up. I'd be demoned away. Such a simple erasure and disappearance. There is no mistake. There are people who connected Grandma and the curse here in this place. I continue. I am Sonozaki Mion. I'm on the side that makes the curse happen. Therefore, I do not need to worry about anything now. Nobody can tell the difference between Mion and I. So I'm safe. Please, be quiet. Hey, quiet down. Father Kimiyoshi helps me get everyone to be quiet, but his words are violent. He scares me. Everyone quiets down. Actually, 4 people snuck into the shrine storage. There are 2 more. People get restless, but Father Kimiyoshi screams again and they settle down. Tomitaki and Takano were old enough to be discreet. That's why the curse of Oyashiro fell upon them immediately. But the other 2 are just kids. The curse hasn't fallen upon them yet, but there will be some kind of punishment. Everyone stays quiet this time. They're actually all pale, trying not to miss a word of what I'm saying. That's because they're all thinking. Those kids could be their own relatives or grandchildren. I'm sure they want to know who those 2 kids are so they can feel at ease. Sonozaki Shion and Mayabara Keiichi are the other 2 who snuck into the shrine storage. I can feel the air getting drier. It's so dry it almost feels like it's going to start making a crackling noise. Sonozaki Shion has already... I don't even hear the elderly men breathe. I take a peek at Father Kimiyoshi. Why was I going to call him Furude? The fuck. Who is sitting next to me. He adored Shion as if he was his own granddaughter, but she has been demoned away. I want to see how distressed and sad he looks. Probably won't even miss a beat. And when I see his face, I feel a sensation on my back. It's as if the skin on my back is cracking, making noise. He doesn't even have an expression on his face. Father Kimiyoshi adored me. I loved him and I thought he loved me too. That's why I expected him to be saddened by this cruel reality. What was I thinking? The image of his warm smile shatters inside of me. There's no way of describing the fear I'm experiencing right now. Called it. Right now with words, he suddenly changed into someone I don't even know. Father Kimiyoshi notices me looking at him and speaks. What about Mayabara Keiichi? Not yet. I have to take a deep breath to regain my calmness. All 4 who snuck into the shrine storage will suffer the curse of Oyashiro-sama. Mayabara Keiichi is no exception. Chilling looks, cruel looks, emotionless looks, shrewd looks, and the looks of the people who are about to snap. I can feel the demons chewing my words while they look at me with their sharp eyes. I can see some of them sticking their snake-like tongues in and out. I can see flames in some of their eyes. They are memorizing the names of the intruders the curse hasn't fallen upon. The meeting goes on. We are told not to tell the police too much, to report when we are asked, and to have a meeting whenever something happens. If something unexpected takes place, we are to get in touch with either the leader of the Kimiyoshi family or the leader of the Sonozaki family for instruction on what to do. With those conclusions, the town meeting is over. It's already getting dark outside. Hinami's always in a valley with mountains all around it. Once the sun starts to go down, it gets dark quickly. Even if it's hot during the day, it cools down quickly when it gets dark. The elderly men say goodbye on each other and leave on their bicycles, on their motorcycles, or in their cars. Father Kimiyoshi waves at the other elderly men and starts to head home. I talk to him. Kimiyoshi, do you have plans after this? I call him Kimiyoshi instead of Father Kimiyoshi. He stops. No, I don't have anything. Can you stop by my house? Oh, the old man's gonna die. Does Oreo want to see me? Yes. She wants you to talk about something in person. Okay, I'll stop by. Father Kimiyoshi comes to the Sonozaki house. Damn. Which that's why when she fucks up and says, oh, I talked to Kimiyoshi. And then later on he says, yeah, but wasn't he busy all day? And it's like, oops. Oops. That's exactly why. He often comes to the house to have secret meetings with Grandma, so he isn't suspicious at all. I invite Father Kimiyoshi to the living room. I serve him a cup of tea and tell him I'm going to get Grandma. I leave the room and kill some time down the hallway. Grandma will come after she changes her clothes. She may take a little while. Oh, that's okay. I'll just wait. Father Kimiyoshi relaxes as he sips his cup of tea. I sit next to him. I think she wants to talk to you about Shion. I mentioned the name and watched for his reaction. Father Kimiyoshi looked serious. So serious. I don't even know if he heard me. I decided to continue to speak until he shows some kind of reaction. You remember the incident from last year with Shion, right? She became friendly with people of the Hojo family. She was forgiven by ripping out her nails last year, right? Yes, there are 3 nails. Father Kimiyoshi folds his arms and thinks for a while. Where is Shion now? She's in the basement. How is she doing? Father Kimiyoshi sounds worried. When I hear that, I feel relieved that Father Kimiyoshi is on my side. His anger at the hall was just out on the outside. She's been crying. Mion, tell me, what is Oryu going to do with Shion? She hasn't told me any details. As you know, Grandma becomes awfully quiet when she's furious. She went into the shrine storage, huh? Furthermore, it's her own relative. That's a tough decision to make. Father Kimiyoshi thinks Grandma must be unsure of what to do with Shion. What do you think? What do you think will happen to Shion? Well, I'm sure it'll be far more than just 3 nails this time. Knowing how Oryu is, she won't hold back just because she is a relative. Actually, she may be tougher, especially because she is a relative. Yeah, she went into the shrine storage, huh? That's not a light crime. I know. She snuck into the shrine storage. But in a way, maybe it's not fair for Shion. She has been away from Hinamizawa, as you know. I'm sure she knew she wasn't supposed to trespass the shrine storage, but maybe she didn't know how forbidden it was. Yeah, that's true. Poor Shion. How can you tell the difference between Shion and me? Is there anything that's different other than the tattoo on my back? There's nothing. There's no point to discussing between Mion and Shion in the first place. Distinguishing. Twins are the proof of bad luck. One should be eliminated as soon as they're born. That's the family precept. Grandma actually put her hands on my neck right after I was born. I've heard that story before. Grandma didn't kill me, but instead pretends I didn't exist. She forced herself to call one of us Mion and the other Shion. She adored Mion and hated Shion. My sister and I never understood why we had to go through that. We didn't care who was Mion or Shion. So one day we came up with an idea. We decided to share the joy Mion experiences and the sadness Shion experiences. We often switched places. We were both Mion and at the same time we were both Shion. Adults around us tried to put different clothes on us or did our hair differently, so they could tell us apart. That was nonsense. No matter what they did to us, all we had to do was switch places and nobody could tell us apart. Finally, they figured we switched places because we were always together. Well, on that day, Shion got to go to an amusement park. Since that day, we've been apart. Mion. I can't even imagine what will happen to Shion. Whatever it is Grandma decides to do, I'm not in a place to say anything about it. So that was when they put a tattoo on Mion's back. That sucks. That really does. Grandma doesn't listen to relatives. I mean, ideally, obviously, both are respected as humans. And not one's relegated to, banishment, but so much you can do. You're right. That's something Oryu needs to think about. If Shion wasn't Sonozaki Shion, she would have been dead a long time ago. I have no idea what kind of punishment follows death. Even if she doesn't get killed, she probably will never again come out in the light. In other words, she'll be demoned away. Mion, does Shion regret what she has done? Yes. Then Father Kimiyoshi taps my shoulder and then slaps his own chest. He smiles reliably. Don't worry. If Shion feels bad about what she has done, she won't be demoned away. Leave it to me. Really? I'm sure Oreo will be mad to hear me say anything, but I won't give up. I'll explain it to her that Shion regrets what she has done and I'll beg her to forgive her. Tears come out from my eyes. I knew it. Father Kimiyoshi is my ally. He said he would forgive Shion. He is my ally. I'm very happy. Are you sure? Are you sure she won't be deemed away like Hojo Satoshi last year? Father Kimiyoshi smiles reliably again and tells me, he was a proud of the Hojo family. This is Shion of the Sonozaki family. We're talking about here. Of course she'll be forgiven. Oh, you dumbass. Let me guess, she's gonna fucking snap and goes, oh, how dare you insult him, blah, blah, blah. Just because he's from the Hojo family doesn't mean, you know, blah, blah, blah. Huh? There you go. Snap. Audible snap being heard. Proud of the Hojo family. Are you talking about Satoshi? Last year's victim? Those Hojo people. They were traitors who tried to sell out the whole village. Of course he got demoned away. That was because he was one of the Hojos. Huh? 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 The Hojo people should all be cursed. Only people like them get demoned away. Shion will be okay. It won't happen to Shion. Father, but didn't Shion take care of for Satoshi last year? Wasn't he supposed to be forgiven? Take care of that? What do you mean? Remember, 3 nails. She ripped out 3 of her nails. Kasai, Uncle, and then Satoshi. 3 people. Let me guess, the 3rd one was supposed to be for her. Because her yelling at Grandma. Because she had to pay for yelling and speaking out against her. She ripped 3 nails for 3 people. Huh? So that was why it was 3 nails, huh? Huh? What? Wasn't that the significance of those 3 nails? Yeah, you're right. There were 3 people involved, hence the 3 nails. I heard that too, but... But what? Kasai, Yoshiro, and Shion. That makes 3. There you go. What a surprise. What? Huh? What? Huh? What? I endured excruciating pain. The first was my left pinky, then the ring finger, and then the middle finger. People held me down so I couldn't move, but I endured. I had to endure 3 nails. I didn't know which nail was for Satoshi. If my middle finger was for Satoshi, I had to endure until the middle finger was done so Satoshi would be forgiven. That was why I endured. Even Mion said afterwards everything was forgiven. Huh? 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 Mion didn't you say Satoshi was forgiven? Didn't you? That's what I heard. I think that's what I heard. Or did I? Huh? I feel the air move. The air shouldn't move in this room, but I think the air moved. The cool air strokes the back of my neck. That's when the real me stands right behind me and nods. Although there is no wind, my hair swings. The wickedness deep inside of my eyes flares up. Oh, you're fucking dead. Rip. Why do you think Hojo Satoshi got demoned away? Huh? Satoshi's parents did in fact try to sell out the village. They deserved the curse of Oyashiro-sama, but Satoshi was simply their son. What has he done? Mion. I'm asking you what kind of crime Satoshi committed. You said earlier that he deserved to be demoned away because he was one of the Hojo family. What has he done to deserve to be demoned away? Kimiyoshi doesn't know what to say to the sudden question. He is dismayed. I didn't hear her do it, but I know. Sonozaki Oryu decided. She decided that the curse of the Oyashiro-sama would fall upon all the Hojos. Wait, Mion. That's not true. Yeah, okay, I'm getting confused now. Didn't she decide that? No, she didn't decide that. The curse of Oyashiro-sama will fall upon the Hojo family. I kind of remember talking about something like that, but we never decided that. Nobody did. Then why did you say, because he was one of the Hojos, earlier? Sorry, Mion. That was, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. That's it. Anything that happens to the Hojo family is the curse. As long as someone has a Hojo name, nobody cares about what happens to that person. That idea is spread among all of the villagers. It doesn't matter if Satoshi did anything or not, because he was a Hojo. He was filthy. The idea is the problem. And you all believed in that idea. You can't even think straight anymore. I can't forgive you. I can't let someone like you exist. People like you cornered Satoshi and his family. Poor Satoshi. What has he done? He hasn't done anything. He was a Hojo, that's all. What kind of a crime is that? Why did the curse fall upon him? What kind of crime has he committed? Ah! Kimiyoshi's upper body bends backward and falls onto the floor. That's it. Put my stun gun back in my pocket. Well, fucking, you're getting your ass tortured if you're not dead.